If you're new to YouTube, you think that more subscribers and more views is a good thing, no matter where those views come from. And that is not the case. Do not tell your friends, your family, or even casual acquaintances about your YouTube channel. If you do, you will get a little bit of short-term growth, but in the long term, it will kill your channel. If the viewer comes from outside of YouTube and they aren't your target audience, I call those ghost viewers. They show up, they give you a view count, but they disappear after 20 seconds. This tanks your retention and tells YouTube that your video isn't worth recommending. Good viewers are those who find your videos through having your video pop up in their YouTube feed. So in this video, I'm going to teach you about what actually matters to YouTube, what that means for you, and how to grow faster by not telling anyone about your channel. And to understand why, you have to understand what YouTube's goal is. Quite simply, it's to keep viewers satisfied. Behind the scenes, YouTube is tracking literally thousands of pieces of information on every single viewer who visits their website. A lot of that information is available to you in the form of data inside of your YouTube studio. And all of that information can help you learn about your viewers and what is working or not working in your videos. But what all those complicated numbers boil down to is one simple thing. How satisfied is the viewer with your videos? Said differently, how long did the viewer stay on youtube.com to keep watching your videos? And that's it. It's really that simple. So keep that in mind. All YouTube cares about is viewer satisfaction. Everything else is a distraction. Are you with me so far? If so, then the next logical question to ask is, what does this actually mean for my channel? In order to determine that viewer satisfaction, YouTube is building a profile that's not visible to you, but behind the scenes on every single viewer, every single video, and every single channel on its website. So let me break those three down. First is the viewers. Let's make this concrete and say we have a viewer named Hunter. Hunter is from the Pacific Northwest, and he's into hunting and hunting adjacent topics such as camping, survival gear, animal behavior, and other things like that. As Hunter is going through YouTube, he is clicking on certain videos and ignoring others. So YouTube is taking that information in and seeing which topics resonate with Hunter. Because even within the category of hunting, there are narrow subcategories that are particularly interesting to Hunter, and he's going to click on those. For example, he is in the market for a new water filter. So he's watching water filter review videos, and he's a male in his 40s. So he tends to gravitate towards people like himself. And if he sees a face that looks like his in the thumbnail, he's more likely to click that. YouTube sees that and starts sending Hunter more videos similar to the ones that he's already liked. So that is the viewer profile that YouTube is building. Now let's talk about the video itself. Let's say we have a water filter review video and it's specifically made for hunters. The title and the thumbnail are written in such a way that it appeals to that specific demographic. YouTube is first going to scan every part of your video. It's using AI to understand what your video is about, what is shown, and even what words are said. And then based on that, it's going to come up with some audiences that may be a good fit for that specific video, which, aside from hunters, might be backpackers, might be people preparing for disaster scenarios, it might be people worried about microplastics in their water, and all other types of people looking for clean water. So YouTube is going to start pushing the title and thumbnail of that video out to people that it thinks might be interested in this topic. Now, to keep things simple, let's say it pushes this video out to 1,000 people. Every time that this video shows up in someone's YouTube feed, that is what is called an impression. So YouTube gives this video 1,000 impressions. And this is, what I'm telling you here is just a mental model and an example. This isn't a statistical fact, but to roughly 1/3 of those 1,000 impressions, it's gonna show up with a cold audience. People who have never watched your videos before and may or may not even be interested in your topic. To the next third, the second third, it's going to show your video to what I call a warm audience. These are people who have maybe watched another water filter video or another hunting or camping video, and YouTube thinks that there's a good chance that they will like your video. Now, to the last third, it'll send it out to what I call a hot audience. And these are people who have maybe watched one of your other videos, so they like you as a presenter, or they are specifically interested in this topic. And usually, YouTube will show your video to these audience in a reverse order of what I just gave them to you. It'll start by showing your video to the hot audience, which leads to a lot of viewers in the first 24 to 48 hours of that video being published. And then it'll test it with that warm audience. And then lastly, it'll show it to that cold audience. As the video propagates, YouTube is tracking the behavior of the viewers to determine, remember that key metric that I told you about before, viewer satisfaction. Viewer satisfaction is not something you'll find as a number in your YouTube studio for a particular video, but rather it's a combination of things, other things that you can measure, like how long are people watching the video for? Do they leave comments on the video? Did they press the like button on the video? Which, by the way, you can help my viewer satisfaction right now by hitting the like button if you're learning something new today. So based on that viewer satisfaction, YouTube is building a profile on your video. And again, this isn't completely transparent to you as the creator, but YouTube is going, this video is performing poorly with people, I don't know, living outside of the US and with people who are interested in tech. So let's stop showing it to those people. That is your cold audience. It's not going to show it to them anymore. And then it says, interesting, it's doing pretty decent with males who are interested in the outdoors living in North America. Let's keep showing it to these people. And oh, wow, it's doing great with 40-year-old males who are into hunting. Let's push it out like crazy to this group. And that is where the magic happens. When YouTube lands on a hot audience for your video, your views will go like this. And the last piece of the puzzle of the profile that YouTube is building is your channel itself. If this video is your third video that appeals to 40-year-old male hunters, YouTube sees that and goes, maybe there are other videos on this channel that will appeal to that group, and it'll push those out too. So it starts to know, this channel is great for this audience, but not so good for this other audience. So to recap on everything we've covered up to this point, YouTube only cares about viewer satisfaction, and it increases viewer satisfaction by building profiles in three major areas: the individual viewers, the individual videos, and your entire channel. The goal of the algorithm, therefore, is matching the viewers with appropriate videos and channels that they'll love and then want to spend more time on the platform to watch. So now that you understand all of that, why should you not tell your friends and family about your channel? What if they are your ideal viewer? No matter how much you think they are not. Here's how I explain it to people in my community. Hopefully, you were lucky enough to have supportive parents who were your biggest fans. I did. My parents went to all of my Little League games, but they didn't go because I was the best player or the most entertaining player. They went because it was their duty as loving parents. The same thing will happen if you tell them about your YouTube channel. They will subscribe and watch your videos because they support you and love you, but if you weren't related to them, they probably wouldn't choose your videos. That might sound harsh, but here's why. Let's say your mom is in her 70s or 80s, and if she's watching YouTube at all, she's probably watching, I don't know, a gardening channel or knitting channels, but now she's subscribed to your hunting channel. And then she goes to her bridge club and gets 10 of her friends to subscribe too. And YouTube looks at that and gets confused. It goes, that's weird. Now elderly women are interested in this channel. I guess let's give some more impressions to that demographic. So it does, but none of them are truly interested in your topic. So it flops with that demographic. And when I say flops, I mean maybe they start watching 20 seconds of your video or 30 seconds of your video, but then this topic isn't truly for them, so they click away. And if that happens enough times, the type of viewers and subscribers you have gets diluted. The profile for the hot audience for your videos is all over the place, and YouTube goes, crap, we don't know what this video or this channel is about anymore. And it starts giving less and less impressions overall. And since it's testing your video with the wrong audience, the click-through rate on those impressions drop, which causes views to drop. Now, this is all an oversimplification of how it all works, but hopefully the point is clear. If you want long-term, sustainable growth with an audience that is fascinated by your topic, then let YouTube's algorithm work for you. Don't go posting about your video on other social media sites, don't email it out, and don't tell anyone at all. Let YouTube's algorithm do the heavy lifting for you. And hopefully this is a relief for you. It means you don't need to go out and do any extra promoting after making your video. And maybe you're like I was when I first started, and I was embarrassed about my videos. So I didn't want people that I knew to find out about my channel. There is something about the fact that you have never met the people watching your viewers, that they're complete strangers, that makes it easier, at least for me. If you want to be a part of a growing community of new YouTubers, come check out the Red Arrow Society. We are a YouTube support group where we meet once per week to give each other support, feedback, and ideas to help each other grow faster. The link on how to join that is in the description of this video. I hope to see you there.